BassGen is a musical generative sequencer. It was built to make interesting, evolving and hard-hitting bass lines for drops and grooves with ease. To use BassGen, load the Max for Live device into a MIDI track and route its outputs to the instrument you'd like to control. The sequencer is made of 3 sections. The master section, controlling overall root, scale, timing and feel. The step section, that allows direct manipulation of the generated sequence. And the gen section, where we choose which musical elements to generate and regenerate. Let's start with the master section. When generating new bass lines, BassGen will automatically quantize the notes to the chosen scale and root note. Among the common scales such as minor and major, we added special scales like pentatonic and blues, and preset groupings of notes that are commonly used in some styles. There is also a chromatic option for an unquantized result. The bass lines are always generated in C and are transposed to the chosen root note. We can choose root note from the drop-down menu or by playing it with the MIDI keyboard. Octave select buttons are also available to accommodate for different ranges. Lastly, we can choose the sequence step subdivision compared to Ableton's clock, the sequence length, and whether we would like generated groove feel or manual one. With generated feel on, GrooveGen will randomly change each step's length for a more natural and groovy feel. Moving to the right, we can see all our pitch, trigger and roll data. These are independent of each other and we can edit them here manually. For odd sequence lengths, we can choose to reset the sequence on the start of a new bar. If we choose 32 steps, an option to move to a second page will appear. The third section contains all our generation control. The buttons at the top allow us to decide which element of the sequence to generate. If we're in the Roll tab of the Step Control section, a Roll button will replace the Trigger button, allowing us to choose whether to generate rolls or not. Underneath the Swing control reside the pitch generation range from only the bass to 2 octaves, the trigger probability, the higher the probability, the busier the line, and the Generate button. The Note Length button decides if the generated feel will generally be long or short. The small square button in the upper right corner will open a secondary Roll tab with individual controls over step roll divide, roll activation, and range. Make sure you record the sequence by routing the MIDI channel containing BassGen to a different one, otherwise Live won't record the sequence.